Women's professional tennis has always been a landscape of beautifully chaotic transitions, a theater where raw athleticism meets deep, emotional psychological battles. Long gone are the eras of predictable dominance, where a single name locked down the summit for years without a hint of drama. The modern WTA Tour is a living, breathing ecosystem where multi-surface chess matches dictate the hierarchy, and a single bad week can spark an avalanche in the mathematical algorithms of the ranking system. This week's Top 15 tells a fascinating story of generational shifts, triumphant returns from adversity, and the brutal reality of defending heavy points on the global circuit. Looking from the outside in, it is easy to see just a list of numbers, but looking closer reveals a gripping narrative of a sport in a state of absolute, thrilling evolution. To begin our ascent through the elite echelons of women's tennis, we find ourselves at number 15, occupied by Italy's spirited fighter, Jasmine Paolini. Paolini represents the quintessential late bloomer whose career exploded through relentless grit and a joy for the sport that radiates from her baseline play. Her position at 15 reflects a period of consolidation after immense physical breakthroughs, reminding us that remaining in the global upper tier requires an entirely different level of stamina than simply getting there. Right ahead of her at number 14 sits Switzerland's Belinda Bencic, an Olympic champion whose tactical precision and unique ability to take the ball early on the rise make her a threat on any given afternoon. Bencic's presence here underlines the deeply competitive undercurrent of the mid-teens, acting as a gatekeeper capable of taking down absolute giants. Moving into the threshold of the top 10, Naomi Osaka occupies the number 13 spot. The Japanese icon, a four-time Grand Slam champion, has been navigating the complex, often arduous road back to the absolute peak of the sport. Her ranking of 13 is deceptive. It doesn't represent her true ceiling, but rather a steady, intentional rebuild of form and athletic confidence. When her heavy, thunderous serve and unmatched baseline power click into place, she remains arguably the most intimidating hardcourt player on earth. Just a step above her at number 12 is the rising Canadian sensation Victoria Mboko. Standing as one of the freshest faces to disrupt the old guard, Mboko's blend of explosive court coverage and modern aggression has propelled her into conversations that were previously reserved for seasoned veterans. Rounding out this section at number 11 is Ukraine's fiery competitor, Marta Kostyuk. Kostyuk plays tennis with her heart on her sleeve, channeling immense emotional pressure into a relentless, athletic baseline defense that has made her an incredibly tough puzzle for the world's best to solve this season. The top 10 is a psychological barrier as much as a physical one, and sitting right on the edge at number 10 is the beloved veteran leader Alina Svitolina. Svitolina's continued excellence on tour remains an inspiring masterclass in athletic longevity and tactical balance. Defending her territory with counterpunching mastery, she brings a reassuring depth to the top 10. Right above her, at number 9, is the reinvented Amanda Anisimova. The American star possesses ball-striking capabilities that are pure poetry when in rhythm, producing angles off both wings that seem to defy standard physics. Her presence inside the top 10 is a testament to resilience, capturing the volatile nature of tennis, where talent eventually finds its way back to the brightest spotlights. Perhaps the most shocking sight in this week's ranking table is Iga Swiatek sitting at number 8. The Polish superstar, who held a vice-like grip on the world number 1 spot for so long, has suffered a massive mathematical drop following a period of challenging transition, coaching shifts, and a temporary dip in her usually flawless consistency outside of her beloved European clay courts. Seeing Swiatek at 8 feels like a visual glitch in the tennis matrix, but it also signals a dangerous reality for everyone ahead of her. A hungry, unburdened Swiatek is an incredibly terrifying prospect for the rest of the tour. Directly ahead of her are 2 exceptional Czech athletes who showcase the incredible tennis pipeline of their home country. At number 7 is Linda Noskova, a fearless youngster who strikes the ball with flat, unconditional power and an icy demeanor that refuses to buckle under pressure. Right in front of her at number 6 is her compatriot Karolina Muchova. Muchova is widely regarded by tennis purists as a rare artistic genius in a world dominated by raw power. With her delicate drop shots, perfectly timed volleys, and elegant slice, she brings an old-school variety to the upper echelon that make her matches mandatory viewing for anyone who truly loves the nuances of the game. Breaking into the top 5 takes us from the realm of the elite into the territory of the truly transcendent. At number 5 is the youngest member of this upper tier, Mira Andreeva. The teenage prodigy has officially shed the future star label to become a terrifying reality for the locker room. Her tennis IQ is startlingly mature, possessing a natural court awareness and defensive flexibility that mirrors the great tacticians of past generations. She does not just hit through opponents, she dismantles their confidence piece by piece. Ahead of her at number 4 is the electrifying Coco Gauff. Gauff's game is built on a foundation of world-class, breathtaking athleticism. Her ability to turn defense into instantaneous offense using her lethal backhand and unmatched footwork keeps her firmly placed within striking distance of the very top, remaining a central protagonist of the modern era. The podium starts with Jessica Pegula at number 3. Pegula is the ultimate anchor of the WTA Tour, flat, clean, unyielding strokes combined with an unflappable mental approach. She rarely beats herself, forcing every opponent to play flawless tennis if they wish to get past her. This leaves us with the ultimate heavyweight duel at the absolute peak of the mountain. At number 2 sits Elena Rybakina, the quiet assassin from Kazakhstan, whose serve is an unreturnable weapon of mass destruction. Rybakina plays with a stoic calmness, rendering her opponents helpless with flat, deep trajectories that slide through the court with lethal speed. But looking down on the entire tennis world for number 1 this week is Aryna Sabalenka. The reigning queen of the tour has successfully transformed her raw, chaotic power into a beautifully controlled, devastatingly efficient weapon. Sabalenka plays with a magnificent, roaring intensity that demands the attention of the sports world. Her dominance on fast surfaces, combined with a vastly improved mental resilience under immense pressure, makes her a thoroughly deserving custodian of the top spot. She doesn't just win matches, she dictates the terms of engagement across the global landscape. This week's WTA Top 15 list serves as a vibrant, living portrait of professional tennis in all its unpredictable glory. It tells a story of diverse styles clashing on a weekly basis, where teenage wonders like Mira Andreeva trade blows with experienced, legendary figures like Alina Svitolina and Naomi Osaka. The surprising slide of a champion like Iga Swiatek to the 8th position highlights just how unforgiving the tour's calendar can be, proving that no legacy is immune to the fast-moving currents of the sport. As Aryna Sabalenka continues to stand tall against the formidable challenges of Rybakina and Pegula, tennis fans are left with a profound appreciation for the immense depth of the field. It is a golden era of competitive parity, where every single spot in the rankings is earned through sweat, tactical brilliance, and an unyielding will to survive.